Hi, this is Judy Frankel, the fruit tree lady. Welcome to my beautiful garden paradise. These are 3 peach trees bio-intensively, well, they're intensively planted, less than 22 inches on center. You can do that, you know. This is a Red Baron, which is middle of the season peach, and an August Pride, which is a late season. And then this is the, I would call it a, it's a grafting experiment because I didn't like the original scion, so I just grafted on all these pluots and plums and peaches. So now it's gonna have like 5 different fruits on it. And then over here, this is a Clementine, which has a few seeds in it. So I planted it away from the rest of my citrus, which are in the backyard. And this is a nectar plum. And I always train my trees so that they produce fruit, because if you don't train them, if they go straight up, a lot of times they don't produce fruit, or the fruit doesn't get sweet. Like this is not at a good enough angle to get sweet, so it'd be great to pull it down. But look at all the fruit that's going to be on this, and it's a pretty young tree. So half nectarine, half plum. And some of these trees, they're just not leafing out yet. This is a cherry tree. It's a low chill, well, not really low, it's a medium chill. Royal Rainier, which are these big yellow, bigger than Rainier, yellow with the red blush on it. And this is a 5-year-old tree, so it's coming into its own now. It's going to start really fruiting. And then this is a apricot, which is also another grafting extravaganza. I did a white, very rare white apricot, and it took. So with a tiny little scion, it was just this teeny tiny thing, and it took. And these are apricots off of the Blenheim, which is the original tree. But I did graft on. Oh, I think I got some buds. Oh, this one took. Look, this took. This is a golden amber apricot. I just grafted this a few weeks ago. It's doing great. Huh. That means I got 3 varieties on this one tree. And this is well, guava. They become monsters. And I have blueberries over here. Look at all these blueberries coming in. That's phenomenal. My favorite is South Moon. Have you had South Moon? Oh, they're good. Plumeria, although it's not looking too healthy right now. And this is a weeping Santa Rosa plum, which is my daughter's favorite fruit. Sometimes it has 2 flushes of fruit a year, but isn't that shape lovely? And then back here, it's of course lemon, and this is my, you know, have you noticed like the apple tree likes me? It's coming this way. So I just grafted a new one on here. Two different, or 2 grafts, but they're the same, Beverly Hills. And she doesn't know what variety this is. So it might be I've grafted a Beverly Hills onto a Beverly Hills. And I just planted these strawberries this year. Next year they should really be fruitful. It takes 2 years. And this is my poor backyard. Needs help. Oh, so they're really small right now. These were bench graft trees, apple trees. They're placed every 6 feet, and I'm going to spoliate them against this wall. So that's it's see, this is an apple tree. I need to tie it closer to the wall now. I have to run a wire, and then just the trees alone are really phenomenal. Like, did you come back here at all? Not yet. Okay. This is a Awari Satsuma. This blooms in, I mean, it gives fruit in December, end of December. But it cross-pollinated with the gold nugget next door, and some of them came out with a little gold nugget features, which means they came in a little later. This gold nugget went crazy this year. Look how many fruits on this one tree. It's just phenomenal. I think I've already picked about 250, so I think there's about 1,000 on there. Can you believe that? See, if you feed the trees and you give them love. This is a Tango Mandarin orange. This is a wonderful fruit. You should taste this. In fact, let me give you a bunch of fruit before you leave. Look at all the flowers. So they alternate bear. This is a very low year for this tree, and yet it gave about 150 fruit. Next year it'll have 1,000. I mean, and the same thing. These alternate bear. So this year is big for that tree, and next year this will be the big one. So, you know, they kind of trade off. Isn't that cool? And then over here, this was completely grafted. I didn't have a tree. It was down to just the rootstock. So I chopped off, there were 2 stalks, and a friend of mine and I grafted this Cara on one trunk and Washington Navel on the other. So the Cara come in a little earlier, but you get 2 fruits off of this tree. They are perfectly suited for each other. And then this is a Rio Red grapefruit. This is an Oro Blanco. Those cost like $4 a piece at Whole Foods. You know about that. Charge a ridiculous amount of money for one fruit. That's because these don't come in. There's not as many of them on the tree, which might be fine for some people. Oh, but they're very sweet. They're super. You've had Oro Blancos, right? Oro Blancos are really super sweet. And then the Rio Red, actually, I was gonna chop this down and put a pomelo graft on it. After I chopped it, it came back ferociously, gave me all these fruits, and they were all sweet. It was like saying, don't chop me down. Don't get rid of me, because I'm good. I'll perform for you now. And I have wisteria mixed in, but this is a very rare, you can't even buy these from a nursery anymore, curry tree. And that's for Indian food. I cook Indian food. And these are, I just pruned these grapevines. They're table grapes. So when I look at them, I think they look lovely. Oh, that's a reed avocado tree. It's on the wrong side of the fence. It's really my tree, but I water it. But I had to put the bird netting on it so people wouldn't get to it. Because last 2 years ago, they stole every last avocado, and it's taken 2 years to get back. And when we go inside, I'm going to give you a bunch of bananas that I just chopped off this tree 2 days ago. That's from 2 days. You should see all the bananas that came off of that one little stalk. And that tree's dead, but it was a rare, ice cream bean tree. And then this is my favorite part of the garden, believe it or not, because these are my peach trees. This is my specialty. This is actually a Panamint nectarine, but I grafted on. That is a graft. I don't remember what that is, to be honest with you. It's probably tagged. I probably have about 8 different fruit on this tree right now. And it's just a complete grafting experiment. You see all the tags on it? And this peach tree, which is a middle of the season peach, this is a wonderful peach. It's called Mid-Pride. I grafted on some almonds. Either that or walnuts. Anyway, they're nuts on this peach tree. Almonds is a good pollinator for peaches. Although these are all self-fruitful. And this is one of my favorite trees. This one's called Eva's Pride. It's an early peach, so it's already got the little peaches on it, and I'm now thinning. I'm taking off the extra you spend a lot of time on your peach trees if you buy this rootstock. It's very precocious. So, and then over here, this is a lime, bear's lime, and of course, this is a elephant heart plum, which is also another little grafting experiment. Maybe that one's taking. It looks kind of like it's pushing buds out. And then the avocado tree, which I think it needs more mulch, and that's why it's struggling right now. It gets plenty of water. I think it just needs more mulch. But look how many avocados on this tree. It's doing pretty well, I would say. And there's all kinds of other little things mixed in that you will never see anywhere. Like this is the Suriname cherry tree. I just don't have room for everything. I get stuff given to me, and then I don't know what to do with it. Did people give you stuff too? Okay. So that was my garden. What do you think? Oh no, you have to come by sometime and say hello. And grow fruit in your own yard. You'll love it. It's very joyful.